Hey, fake folks, I'm Mysterious JG, and a network error connection has occurred. Okay. So yeah, I'm the Mysterious JG. Welcome back to Let's Play Nioh. Despite what I was saying at the end of the last video, I decided I wasn't going to Let's Play Nioh take control of my life, and I went to bed. But I kept the game in sleep mode overnight. I love that. I don't know what it is. Like, about 3 or 4 different LPs I've mentioned. How much it's not like it's a PS4 exclusive feature other modern consoles can't do. I'm just like, man, I just remember, wow, as a kid, wouldn't life have been better if the Nintendo or the Super Nintendo could do this? I wouldn't have to stay up overnight trying to play through the Treasure Cave in Lufia 2, right? Was Lufia 2 the Rise of the Sinistrals? Yes, it was. Yes, it was. Anyway, I'm not going to let this game be the boss of me. I went to bed. I am, however, going to let it rule me with fear in that I think I'm going to backtrack and hit a shrine. Because we've done some stuff that seemed pretty freaking dangerous, and we're all out of our get out of jail free, like, don't die even if you die talismans. We've created some shortcuts. I should be able to regain our current progress without having to deal with everything that we've already cleared. Just a small subset of them. And yeah, it just seems like I could have been balls out and charged forward, but it feels like this is the smarter play. So be a little conservative here. And back off and get some of my cool stuff back, and I'll have to refight some of the monsters. Now, it could be we takes like a whole video to get back to where we were because there's so much waiting for us, and then when we get back there, we realize that it was a total waste of time, but I kind of doubt it. I think we're going to be fine here. So you guys aren't willing to just ignore those monsters, huh? Because I'd found a... Because my whole thing there was that we didn't have to fight these guys at all. We could have just run by them. But I guess that's not going to be a thing for you guys. That's okay. I forgive you. So now we climb the climbable rubble. Oh, fuck. No, I don't wish to die. It just looks like it's going to happen. Yeah, I'm good. Oh, actually, I'm not good. Jeez, I took a hit that I didn't notice myself taking there. Well, my absorbed damage thing is completely exhausted by that, for sure. That went a whole lot smoother. Oh, I should have used that elixir before I picked it up, but... Well, the music is calmed down now. Don't remember what enemies were in this place. Seems like it wasn't that bad. I could have sworn I evaded your attack. It's a mixed blessing. The Date guys are mixed blessing because I am for sure getting some use out of them distracting the enemy and not being the sole focus of all enemies at all times, but... You guys want to argue with my invisible cat some more? But I'm also occasionally just getting kind of confused about where I am and who's taking what hits. I forget how many more... oh, shoot. This is one thing that... Over the course of getting a full night's sleep, I've... Oh, no! I fought you. I thought you weren't going to come back. I guess we know for sure now these guys are going to be regular enemies from here on out. He's poisoned to Masamune. You could just let him die. I'll let the Date die a little bit. How unfortunate. Oh wow, they're not actually completely dead. I figured they would be completely... Now I'm completely dead, though. Did I not have my get out of jail free card activated? I should have had a thing to let me not die. Oh, well. You know, I've got a reasonably clear path to my corpse. But, it just... Oh, Famed Amio Mage's Locks. If I'd known about this, I might have leveled up differently. Because this might have pushed me over the top towards having enough for something. I've got enough Samurai candles, or Summoner's candles, that I don't really need to be conservative about using them. But in fact, probably didn't need one there, but I'm close enough to leveling up. There's no point in taking chances to save a resource that I'm not really short on right now. Did we miss another one in here somewhere? So we fought 3 this time because I guess I went a little bit further in this direction than I did last time. Whatever. I'll just be vaguely curious if I get all the way back to where... Oh, he's got a hand cannon. Ouch. The thing about hand cannons is they pretty much always drain all your stamina. There we go. I'm putting ninja points into leveling up my ranged, and I'm not really using ranged much at all. I was a little curious as to what the effect of not having ki even does to that guy's, but I guess it prevented him from attacking more than he already did. Okay, now he's burning and poisoned. Let him come out here to us and deal with him. There we go. Now, like, frickin' big skeleton or whatever doesn't make any difference once we've dealt with that guy. Well, we got some frickin' cannon jerk over here. Ooh, jeez. Oh, thanks, Date. Thanks a little, big man. It's a bloody grave of Kakube the Robust. For some reason I thought for a minute it was going to be the Bloody-Handed. A created character someone is role-playing as in my Nobunaga's Ambition LP, available now. Although if you know about this LP, you know about that one because it is probably more than 10 times as popular as this one is. Okay, I don't know if I got 2 more or 1 more, but we're getting close to the end on the Kadamas. I can't help but feel like, oh. Alright, so we do have a... we were pretty close to one of these shrines, yet it still seems like it would have been a bad idea to press forward before, because I managed to get killed. Amio Magic, now I got 7, so again... if there's something useful to spend this on, this seems like a good choice. More health relief from elixirs. And then if I can get 2 more Amio points just from randomness, I can max that out 1 more time. Meanwhile, I believe what I've been doing is just leveling up Dexterity as my dump stat, even though skill is super high right now. But the point everything is going to go into from now on, is that what dump stat means, or is dump stat the one that you don't put anything in? Never mind. I'm using terminology wrong, but my I'm putting stuff into dexterity from here on out unless there's something specific I need to go for, that I decide I need to go for. I could increase poison damage resistance, but that kind of feels like it's not often that I'm getting poisoned or that it's killing me. Matchlock damage by 3% or cannon damage by 3%. Either one. Honestly, though, the thing about cannon damage is higher than matchlock damage, so 3% means more. And I'm not using either one as much as I really feel like I should be at this point. It takes a second to line that stuff up. Sorry. Set down my controller to get a sip of water, and strange things happen. We don't have many Kadama left, unless I've missed some. There should be a little bit of stage left. When I started to feel like this is the last, like there's probably a quick path to the exit of the level from here somewhere, because this feels for some reason like a final Kadama shrine type of deal. Trying to keep my eyes peeled for any kind of secrets. Little nooks and crannies we could go into to find additional Kadama. End of the level is over there somewhere. Oh, we're in one of these zones. Okay. How do I get to you? Looks like I don't. And I got killed. I was actually, I shit you not, trying to evade roll right then so that I could take an elixir. But I did kind of a dumb thing in that I didn't just immediately throw down my get out of jail free scrolls as soon as I arrived. I just leveled up, so I'm not super worried about getting my corpse back immediately. And I should be able to get my corpse back immediately. So that's why I didn't use the summoner scroll. That's kind of what I'm getting at. Oh, he did the same move I was going for. Didn't quite kill him with my get a jail free attack as I was hoping I would. I've long since given up on this is not my fault, Masamune. I guess he's insulting Terramune there. My apologies, I was defeated. Yeah, I know, man, I was there. Still got it, buddy. Just having some troubles right now. Now that comment's getting a little old, Masamune. Oh, crap. Well, what happened to your ability to kill demons? I say again. Yeah, okay, in fairness, we got killed a lot there. I mean, he's not wrong. This must be what it feels like to be like Iron Ant or Akari or any of the other officers working for Masamune in my Nobunaga's Ambition OP. He's like, no matter how good you do, he's like, I'm better than you are. You suck. Hey, come on, man. I'm trying to get up here and kill one of the ranged guys. Can't do anything about the giant carrion monster bird, but... Oh, fuck. I was just too far away. Okay, let's get out of here for a second. I wonder if I could get anything to chase me. Doesn't seem like it. Oh, okay. One of them is ranged. I was thinking I could maybe, Oh. Okay, so they are going to start chasing me up here eventually. I thought I could come up here and use range to help my friends out, but with this, that guy, it'll be difficult. Oh, this guy is back to using ranged himself. Ah, perfectly timed evade roll. Let's wake you up for the next group. Because I'm pretty sure there's more coming, yeah. There's always more of those jerks. Okay, let's at least get rid of some of our cannoneer friends. Oh, fuck. Yeah, that's dead alright. That's really dead. I'll grant you that one. I gotta be dead after that. Yeah, I might be making too much out of the need to fight them from range. Might be just get them to do that move and you got them. I'll try to get back to the hand cannon guy again. Oh, fuck. Okay, that was a dick move. Although I have to admit that that's what I would do if I were him. I would attempt to blow me up as I was climbing the ladder. Are the Date going to go after him, or are they just... Oh, I guess they're already defeated? Never mind. There we go. That ought to be it, because there was a bunch of those dudes in that That wave, yeah. Giant enemy summoning bird guys fleeing the battlefield. And now I live in mortal fear of missing one Kodama. I needed to replay this level because this has been fun and exciting, but I'm good with full clearing it on one pass and not being obligated to return. I mean, if I'm being completely honest here. All right. So it's either one left or possibly two, but I feel like we got one left. Jewel of Life. I'm not 100% sure what a Jewel of Life does. Slowly recovers your health for a short amount of time when used. Okay, it seems like it's... I've already got a thing that does that, but this is like an item, so you don't have to have the skill. You got a lot of blood on your outfit there, Masamune. Me too. If you guys were my horses, I would be using my brush on you and going, "It's okay, boy." And that would be weird. That would be real weird. Masamune and Shigazane, my pony boy friends. How much time have I got left in this video? If I can get in, I got other things. I got 10 minutes left. I got another thing I want to get some LPs recorded of today. Spent way too much time recently talking about my recording schedule in these videos, but if I can knock this out in one video, great. If not, 2 videos would actually work as far as getting me another week ready to go. Oh, okay, I guess you're what yokai here? We've cleared them. So this is their way of begging out and letting me take on the final boss of the stage by myself, apparently. I do not approve. Oh, never mind. You can't. For some reason, I thought we could advance this way, but you can't. Strongly suggest that when I go through that gate, I am at the end of the level. Are you the last Kodama? Yes, thank you very much. Okay, good. He's the last Kodama. I don't have to revisit the stage. All I gotta do is beat this thing, which I'm going to go out on a limb and guess is that giant bird we've been facing the whole level. Whether it's got minions helping it out, which kind of is its whole approach usually, right? Doesn't seem to give a fuck about poison. Ow. I was evading. What the fuck, game? Oh, come on. Good start, but then I just got to this place where it's like... Ugh. It's always toughest to beat it. Like, the first try is always your best opportunity, because now I won't have any Amrita to activate Living Weapon. But I'm doing fine, and suddenly I like have no ability whatsoever to evade any attack. I get cornered, and no evade rolls are working at all there. So that sucked. I'm halfway tempted to, even though it's right in that room, use the Summoner's Candle anyway, just to, no. Okay, that tail swipe thing isn't that bad by the standards of damage dealers in this game, but still, it's probably not a good idea to be standing on top of them. love to poison it, but it does appear to be immune to poison. Ow. Let's go ahead and reapply everything. That's what got me before. Ow. Poisoned. Okay, I might be making too much of this guy. I overdid it with that. Okay. Gonna finish him off right now. Yes, I can. There you go. Perfect. Even though one more video would have been handy from having enough videos for a full week, I think actually beating the story mission in a roughly one video's time, getting all the Kadama, I'm calling this a win and getting out. So did you guys finish the other demons that didn't exist over there? Straight to rule over all has its other uses. Anyway, sorry I didn't fight as a giant centipede monster. That might have been more useful for you. Your lord? Are you talking about Masamune, or are you talking about Tokugawa, man? Dangerous. Oh, I want to kiss her goodbye before we murder her. Is he talking about getting her back? It didn't seem like he was saying so, tell her to wait for me there because I'm going to go fuck her up. It seems like he was I don't know. I don't really get it there. But there we go. That worked. That went about as well as I could have hoped. I was slightly annoyed it didn't win on the first try, but you know. Seems like I made that boss perhaps slightly more difficult than it needed to be. I was really going crazy, throwing in all the ranged stuff to weaken it, but it didn't seem like with the slowdown talisman it was that hard to evade its attacks. I'm sure there's other people out there who could easily evade everything 100% without the slowdown talisman at all, but, you know, whatever. Engine, leave the rest to us and hurry on ahead. Fear not, for we can handle these yokai on our own. The yokai flowing from the castle appear human, however they are anything but. They are beings run mad by the power of the spirit stones. Yodogimi must have used them in abundance on the Ronin she assembled. Has she lost all sense of morality? In the 2 DLCs back, you were using the spirit stones to turn your soldiers into snakehead monsters, man. I'm just saying. You had a whole camp full of those weird, like, bloody claw demon guys, too. The spirit stone arm, demon bird's beak, Tengu fans, and Kaido armor. Mission changed to Twilight missions. So now we've got a Warrior of Keen Judgment as a submission in the same map. We've got The Last Samurai, which has 6 Kadama. We have Guardian in the Shadows, and we have Courage and Wisdom. I'm curious about all of these because I'm calling it a session, but let's just think about what could be next. Sir Engine, a child left in my care has gone missing. How could I let another down like this? Though it saves me to turn to another for assistance, I beg you to help me find the child. Okay. I think that child might have been captured by demons. I don't know. This looks like it is the easiest of the available missions. Slightly more difficult, or slightly easier than Warrior of Keen Judgment. Oh, I haven't seen Tachibana Muneshige for a while. It has been a while, Sir Engine, has it not? Much has happened since you returned to England. For various reasons, Lord Ieyasu is now serving his son, Lord Hidetada. Present, Lord Hidetada is searching for something, but I hear the road is fraught with yokai. Would you mind lending me your assistance? Of course, your efforts are not going rewarded. We are no longer adversaries, so I look forward to fighting by your side as allies. I'd rather fight with Ginchio, actually, if that's okay. But I doubt that it is. Guardian in the Shadows. Oh, Fuku's back. A band of evil Onmyo mages are planning to place a deadly curse on an important figure in the Tokugawa clan. They must want to use the disruption to seize control of the country from behind the scenes. We can't allow this to happen. Sir Engine, would you help us put an end to this machination? If you allow it, I should like to accompany you on this task. So, maybe this is them trying to sell you on the multiplayer? Because the multiplayer does have you and a human player working together to clear a regular story map. But, yeah, it seems like all of a sudden, it's like... Maybe this, now that I reread it, this one could have Katakura helping you out, but these ones definitely, it's like, you got assistance, and that was what the last mission was, too. The next story mission, I think might be, yeah, this is it, I think. I'll look it up for my own curiosity, but I believe this is the final mission of this DLC, and therefore the game. William, while Lord Masamune and the Date forces put a stop to the yokai, you head inside the castle. Unfortunately, this is where we must go our separate ways. We got lots of missions for you to fight with an assistant, just for funsies, but this mission, no. I have received word that Yukimura and the surviving members of the Sana clan have mounted a desperate attack on Lord Ieyasu's main force. This may be the final battle, William. As such, promise me that you make it through this so we can meet again in happier times. Because if you will recall, we go back to... Yeah, we've already cleared this one, didn't we? I've kind of lost track. This is a whole... Because this DLC was... It felt really short. But, we've actually already finished, the first, Sonata DLC. At least the, well, it wasn't the strongest story ever. The Date DLC did seem to have kind of a self-contained little story that wrapped up, other than the fact that Maria escaped. That Siege of Osaka Winter didn't really feel like it wrapped up at all, especially since Yukimura is the big boss at the end, and he just shows up. Well, I just said Maria escapes at the end, but it still felt like some kind of closure because... Well, hold on. Let me not... the video should be over. I don't want to go on for too long and just, you know, foaming at the mouth randomness. But with the Date DLC, yeah, Maria's the villain and she escapes at the end. But at least you wrap up the story of the Date. The Date are no longer an evil, vague threat. You've broken whatever hold she had over the Date, and the Date are now your allies. At the end of the Osaka campaign Winter DLC, Yukimura's the final boss. You defeat him. He doesn't die, and he returns to be an enemy in this DLC. The difference is, something changed. This DLC starts with like, well, we defeated them, and there was a truce, but I guess the truce is over, and they're fighting again. You know, it's not like the Sonata are now on our side, or anything like that changed. Anyway, folks, calling it a video here. When we come back next time, probably, you know, I'll have a couple of days to forget exactly what I was going to do, but... one of the side missions, most likely the, quote, lowest level one, where you're helping Shiganaga find a kid that went missing somewhere. There may or may not be, if you know the history and the mythology better, you may or may not know what him losing a kid may refer to something specific, or it might just be generic storytelling device. But probably we'll be helping him next time, unless I do one of the other missions instead. But we can't be... Well, I mean, I probably need to spend at least one video exploring this. I haven't read a lot about it to suggest that it's like super interesting, but we probably at least want to hop into the Abyss. I could maybe try to read if there's a limit to it, if it's just like infinite spawning. You know, it's a series of recycled maps from story missions, and you clear them and go on to the next one with no rest in between, kind of deal, like a marathon mode. In which case, I'll probably see how far I can get, and then however far I get, I'll just stop. It's like party mode, in whichever King of the Fighters game had party mode. Although that ended at level 200, but I never got that far because it wasn't fun. So eventually I'll probably do the Abyss as like the very last thing, but we're closing in on the end of the last of the story DLCs, which will wrap up the story of Nioh. I should be done by the time Nioh 2 is released, I suppose. Thanks for watching. Sayonara.